Doesn't add up. Spaceport has anti-Xeno protocols. How the hell does a whole...
I love that. I was just carrying around butter. Oh, fuck, that's funny. Fuck, do I really only have 8 med packs left? I gotta get more med packs. I got trauma packs. Alright. Last time we were here, I got a bunch of shit to sell.
Of terramorphs touched down undetected.
Let's see, last time we were here, I was... Yeah, we had just finished the Mantis's lair. They came back here to sell shit. I think I can sell shit here.
Service with a...
Welcome to UC Distribution. Something I can do for you?
I need some med packs.
I hope we have what you need.
I do too. Right. Sell. Sell that bad boy. Sell that. Oh yeah, I picked up a minigun. That was a bunch of my weight. What do you got in aid wise? That's it? You know what? I'll buy all your shit parts. The Mantis suit, the whole Mantis set weighs like a fucking ton. But I like it. I like the way that it looks. I'm gonna keep that. I gotta keep the plunger on me too, because it's my plunger. What else you got? What's been I got? I got a fuck ton.
You're always welcome back, if you don't mind a bit of a wait.
Alright, we're a little bit lighter. Let me look at these again. Well, this is already maxed out. Yes, sir. I think all these are ready to be ranked up. I know this is ready to be ranked up. Is this? No. I need that. What's going on, Mad Cats? How you doing, man? What is... Why the fuck is all this set to low again? I swear, anytime that there's an update for this game, it automatically puts this shit down. Alright, give me 1 second. I gotta quit the desktop and then restart this application. I'm just getting over a sickness. How are you feeling? You can probably hear it in my voice. I'm a bit stuffed up. Throat kind of hurts still. A little bit of a headache. But I slept. Oh man, did I sleep last night. Well, granted, I didn't go to bed till like 3 in the morning, but it felt so good. I was up playing fucking Baldur's Gate 3, finishing up Moonrise Tower, and yeah, that was awesome. I'm already on the mend, so that's good, but it's just, you know, it's a slow process. You know how it is. I'd probably just say it's a cold. Those fucking settings better have stuck. Yeah, okay. What the?
Are you working toward that next technological leap? Then let Ryujin Industries help you get there.
Wait, what the fuck?
Fill out an application today to become part of them.
Oh my god, did it revert all my fucking shit? What the fuck? Oh, you motherfucking sack of shit. There. At least you were able to see me. That's the best thing you can do. There's worse ways to recover than Starfield and Baldur's Gate 3. Oh, yeah. I've also been watching fucking Archer and everything.
Most advanced technology corporation in
fuck's sake. Who the fuck has their power set to fucking K? In what world is K a button that you use? Yeah, I did the, I finally fought Ketheric Throm, or Thorm, and I was like, wow, this is a pretty cool fight. I did not expect him, well, I don't want to say, you've beaten him, haven't you? I don't think I need to research anything. I think I've done everything that I can until I level shit up. You have. That was right around when you took your break. You still gotta go back and finish the game. You were distracted by Starfield and old Tony Hawk games. That's pretty good. I can't remember which Tony Hawk game I played on the PC so many years ago. But I remember I played it and I upgraded my character to like maximum in every category. And after that, everything else was just kind of child's play
Hey
almost.
there.
I need to get to my ship. I mean, you know, sometimes you just get that urge that you want to play an old school game. I understand that.
One day, I'm gonna leave New Atlantis. Good.
Sometimes the old games are just what you need. There's just so much new, but again, with the new games, there's always, you know, there's issues with one thing or another sometimes. And you're just like, you know what? Let me play an old game that I know that just fucking works. And that's just how it goes sometimes. Sometimes it's just better. I can fucking run forever with this power.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, fellas.
How are you, Dusty?
I'm fine. You just get the fuck out of my way. God damn it. I need my ship back. It's so refreshing booting up games that release flawed, but not game-breakingly flawed, or had cheat codes instead of patched exploits and bugs. Oh yeah, I understand what you mean 100%.
Hey, what can I do for you? Okay, no problem.
There we go. Here's my big-ass cargo ship.
Here to shoot the breeze?
There we go.
Glad to see you're back in one piece.
Yeah, I'm glad to be back in one piece. I'm gonna need you guys to call me the Mantis from now on. Put that away. Just fucking walking around with potatoes. Ship parts you were supposed to get put away. That's another thing that's weighing me down is ship parts. There's 40 fucking pounds right there. All right. All right. So all the weight I have on me now are from the 6 guns that I'm carrying, which I could probably drop one of these. Maybe this one. But look at this. The whole Mantis outfit weighs so much. The helmet alone weighs 5 pounds. The backpack weighs 11, and the spacesuit weighs 16. Just, okay. What is a quest line we want to do today? I don't want to talk to Stroud. What is this one? Let's do that. Back to the grind. I have a bounty of $1 in this system.
Welcome to the Freestar Collective. Please maintain your current course while we scan your ship. All right, you're good. Welcome to Neon.
Alright, we're at Neon. Let's fucking land. Ah, that's gross. I tell you, in Baldur's Gate 3, that was so disgusting going underneath Moonrise Tower. I was just like, oh my god, what the fuck? It was something like straight out of a horror movie. So we've discovered Neon. Is it a city on an oil platform? Can I actually go down there? I am curious, George. Huh. How about that? Now that we're at the bowels of this fucking place.
James Newell better watch his back. He's causing problems. No percentage in causing problems in Neon.
Who starts just like randomly talking to somebody?
Get lost before I make you get lost.
Damn, man. All right, sorry. Ah, employees only. Suppose I should have read the sign. That security guard was a little too aggressive, if you ask me, though. He didn't even say please. He was just like, I'm gonna fucking shoot you.
I'm not sure how much longer I can survive doing this lousy job.
Yeah, you really going to walk on by and miss out on the chance
See what I mean by sick? That's gross. Now the mic coughing up phlegm.
You ever hear that one about
This place feels like it would be humid and sticky and just not a fun place to be. kind of like in Baldur's Gate 3 in the bottom of Moonrise Tower. It was humid and sticky
Welcome to Ryujin
and smelled of
Industries. Can I
iron
help
because
you?
of all the fucking blood. The funny thing is when I went down there, because I did Moonrise Tower last, like, I went and I found the Temple to Shar, and I went down to the bottom of that. I killed Balthazar and freed what's-her-face. And then I went to Moonrise Tower. All the Harpers were dead. And, like, all of the people from the tieflings from the Grove, like, all I did was find, like, most of their corpses. I was like, oh, I suppose I should have come here first.
You must be one of the candidates that Imogene Salzo is interviewing today. Her office is down the hallway to my left. Take another left at the conference room, follow it around to the right and up a small flight of stairs. Then take a left and keep heading that way until you see her office. Sounds like a maze, right? So if you want me to walk you back there or have any questions, just let me know. Great. Well, good luck then. I'm sure I'll see you on your way out.
All right.
Imogen and Yuko run a tight ship.
Anything in here? I was gonna say, can I crawl up there?
Don't wander into any restricted areas.
Okay. Ah, the shit house. High scores feel like accomplishments, not just when they're done by speedrunners or top 1.1% skill players. That is the good stuff, yeah. With those old school games. Well, shit, you know, even Max Payne 3 has like a score thing. And what I hate about it is, even if you were just playing the game, you're like, I'm just going to play the game and have some fun. Maybe I'll try to get on the scoreboard. Like, the top scores are literally impossible to get that these people have. It's like, there's no way they got these without cheating.
I've got my eye on you.
That's nice.
That's quite the spacesuit. I'd be impressed if this wasn't a job interview. Have a seat. Just waiting on you.
I am the Mantis.
All right, just to get a few things straight here. I'm Imogen Salzo, Senior Operations Specialist here at Ryujin Industries. I don't normally do this, but my counterpart Yuko is indisposed at the moment, so here I am. We're looking for someone to fill an entry-level administrative position.
You look like you're half asleep.
Apparently, our algorithm has failed us and believes you to be a decent match, which I'll take up with our technicians later. So, let's get this over with. Why do you want to work for Ryujin Industries? An excellent question, especially since when asked how familiar you were with Ryujin, you answered, not at all. I'm sure you just did your homework before the appointment, right? But let's move on. This next one should be interesting, considering you marked having 0 experience. Why do you consider yourself qualified for a job like this?
I'm not. I'm just winging it here.
And judging from your application, I take it that's why you applied. Not that I'm going to argue, since I feel the same. So, Next question. How motivated are you to succeed?
I'm just hoping not to get fired.
Here at Ryujin, that's completely up to you. It's not unheard of for someone like you to reach an executive level position. Plus, we're pretty good at finding any untapped potential, so if there's a role we know you'll excel at, we'll find it. And finally, my last question. If you worked here for 5 years, what role would you see yourself in?
5 years, I'll be running this company.
In that case, you'd find yourself on one of the best teams in the settled systems. It's nice to see someone take an interest in the legal side of cybersecurity. But I hope you enjoy a challenge. The hackers these days keep our people busy round the clock. So look, since there's a million other things I'd rather be doing than this, not to mention that this isn't even my job, you're hired. On a probationary period, of course. First order. There's a meeting starting soon, and I need you to pick up the coffee order at Terra Brew. Fairly easy, so you shouldn't be able to screw it up. If there's a line, skip it. Tell them you're here for Imogene Salzo, and you should get served right away.
The Mantis will pick up the coffee. I hunt pirates and criminals, and now I hunt coffee.
Everything you need for all your daily adventures and life. You are the best, and you deserve brew. Enjoy a cup. Great
Howdy.
Hello,
Hi.
and welcome to Terra
It's
Brew.
Alania.
Oh, the Ryujin order. You must be new. What happened to Tomo? Did he finally get that promotion?
I got fired is what happened. And this is the soulless suit they got to replace me.
Tomo, I'm sorry. I know how hard you were working for that promotion.
4 years behind a desk, getting coffee, kissing up to that high and mighty Ularu Chen, just to get replaced by this nobody?
I'm a Mantis, motherfucker.
Like, who knows? I looked at someone wrong. The coffee wasn't hot. They didn't even have the decency to tell me. They just had security escort me out of the building, like some criminal. You don't even know your own boss's boss? Ularu is Ryujin's head of operations, or resident shark, if you ask me. If she smells blood in the water, you're dead. Yeah, I bet you are. No one's ever sorry in this business. And now that I've been terminated, it's only a matter of time before they send you after me. So I'm taking matters into my own hands. Believe me, it's either you or me.
What the fuck, bro?
You don't just get to learn all the ins and outs of Ryujin operations and then just walk away. Even worse, I got fired. They don't let that kind of knowledge run around in the head of disgruntled employees. It's just a matter of time before they send you after me. So
Nah, bro.
I'm taking matters into my own hands. You want to talk? I'll tell you what. You get one chance to prove you deserve this job. Change my mind, and I'll walk away. Fail, and I think you know where this is headed.
You can't kill the Mantis.
You act like you're better than me. You're not.
I never said I was better than you.
Do I look like I care about what you want? Don't make me laugh. I pull this trigger, you're dead. Looks like I'll be doing Ryujin one last favor after all. It's you or me.
Did you really think you could kill the mantis?
I've been applying to different megacorps in the area, but I haven't got any bites.
Each of our baristas undergoes enhanced training.
Come here, Tomo.
You receive the best coffee.
Nobody is ever gonna find your body.
Terra Brew. Enjoy a cup. Right now.
Didn't have to end this way. Come on.
Morning, noon, or night. Enjoy one of our distinct coffee flavors, all brewed using the secret techniques of ancient Earth. Each of our baristas undergoes enhanced training to ensure you receive the best coffee anywhere in the galaxy.
Well, there you go. Business as usual.
Need a pick-me-up? At Terra Brew, we've got you covered. Morning, noon,
Ah,
There's got to be a megacorp that'll
enjoy one
hire
of our
someone.
distinct coffee flavors.
Well, that just made my day more interesting. Look, I don't want any trouble, but I'd get fired if I didn't call security to get this body out of here. So I'd head back to Ryujin ASAP and let Miss Salzo know if I were you.
Okay.
I grew up on Eb's side, so stuff like this is pretty common.
Ah!
Although it doesn't make it any easier to witness. Believe me.
All right.
Madame Sorag always gives me helpful advice. Her drinks
Quick
aren't
bag.
too bad
All right, let's go.
Devin and Astis has run into some trouble. Word to the wise.
Save it for someone who gives a damn.
When I go up there, they're gonna be like, "You're late with the coffee. I had to murder somebody."
As technicians, we handle threat and
I hope that coffee is still hot considering the time it took you to get it. You either need to learn this city or how to deal with distractions. So, what was the holdup? Good answer. And the one I was hoping for, since we learned of the incident before your return. Your handling of the Tomo situation has caught some attention, and we'd like to try you out in a different role at the company. And since Yuko isn't here to object, your new position starts right now. So, congratulations. You've been promoted. Not bad for your first day, right?
All I had to do was murder somebody.
Let me explain. I'm promoting you to junior operative. The position is a bit more complicated and completely confidential. Your main duty is to add influence when necessary to ensure success of the business. Any questions so far? In any case where a threat to success is established, one of us is sent out to create a more desired outcome. This may be through a conversation or presenting some new information. It's all very situational, as you'll soon see. Well, it depends on the job, really. If someone can't be persuaded with words, perhaps a more forceful approach is necessary. You're basically removing obstacles from the equation.
Yeah, that's fine.
Really? Well, this transition may be easier than I thought. Now, let's get that coffee delivered. I'll gladly take mine. And since Yuko's still a no-show, feel free to keep hers. The other recipients are eagerly waiting for you in the conference room.
Keep out of my way, and I'll keep out of yours.
Shut the fuck up. Rent a
Don't
cop.
cause any trouble.
I'll cause as much trouble as I fucking want.
Ah, coffee. You'd think we'd want to support our own subsidiary and get tranquility more often, but Terra Brew it is. Another tea lover to join the ranks. Christine would love to meet you. Tea talk aside, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Lyndon Calderi, Chief Financial Officer. I'll be the one deducting expenses from your pay every time you manage to screw up. Which, from the sound of it, might be often.
Wow.
The expenses aren't as extreme as you may think. We limit them. The intent is to discourage, not dishearten. This introduction was not annoying. I hope our future encounters are as productive.
Alrighty.
Just what I needed. Imogene said she hired someone new. I'm Genevieve, head of marketing and public relations. Me and an entire department at my back. Anyway, it's good to put a face to the new operative.
I'm
the
the
only
Mantis.
question now is how much work are you going to be? Oh boy, you're gonna be a real handful. Just know that one screw up for you means a lot of overtime and sleepless nights for me and my team. So, any precautions you can take will be greatly appreciated.
Yeah, I'll think about it. I'm more of a shoot first, ask questions later kind of guy.
Finally. Well, let's have a look at you. If only pleasure was the word for it. I'm Alexis Price, head of the legal department here, and I'll be direct. Any legal troubles you cause as an operative, witnesses, getting arrested, are my troubles. So steer clear of law enforcement. We may have connections with Administrator Bayou and the Freestar Rangers, but they aren't the ones I prefer to abuse. Administrator Bayou runs Neon and is on the Freestar Collective's Council of Governors. We have a long-standing symbiotic relationship due to the contributions that Ryujin Tower brings to Neon. Unfortunately, I can't argue with that. Completing your assignment is the priority. Just be aware that some of us still have to suffer the consequences.
That's fine. I don't care.
So, fetching coffee 1 minute and junior operative the next. Camden Cho, supply chain manager for Ryujin.
Do you think those implants ever get like stuck on his clothes?
As part of the same department.
Like if he's putting on his
hopefully I'll be
shirt
seeing
too
you
quick,
around.
it'll rip off.
I have the glorious job of keeping all the departments supplied with exactly what they need. Anything from rare materials for R&D to slates and design software for marketing. You could say I'm the one aspect of operations that keeps this department legit. Yeah, it's always nice to put names to faces. And we rarely see most of the operatives around here. Anyway, welcome to the team. Oh, and just a heads up, people in your position don't typically see the brighter side of Ryujin Industries. But rest assured, this is a great company, and the work we do goes toward benefiting millions.
Somehow I don't believe that.
Sometimes it takes drastic measures to ensure we can deliver the best products possible. Of course, you'll be forming your own opinions as you go. Just keep an open mind. Oh, and thanks for the coffee.
I hope you enjoyed your little meet and greet. I thought you'd like to know the execs who you'll be impacting while on the job. I can only imagine. Now that you've met a few of the execs, let's get you started.
I got $4,800
There's
for
reason
that.
to believe that our friends at Kelt Corp are trying to hack into our R&D server, since we're both competing for a contract right now. Hardly. This is the standard run-of-the-mill tactic we've come to expect from them. We can't allow them to win the contract, nor can we allow the action to go unpunished. I'll be giving you a data slate with a file that you'll need to upload through one of their computers. Think of it as a lesson that Kelt Corp gets to learn the hard way. Remember, this is confidential. We can't have anyone at Kelt Corp getting suspicious. When all is said and done, it should be as if you were never there. Here's the data slate. Good luck.
All right. Let's go do some corporate espionage. That's a sentence I never thought I'd hear myself say. Oh.
How's it going? I got the memo from Imogene to add you to the system. So it sounds like congratulations are in order. You must have really nailed that interview. Well, with an attitude like that, you'll certainly fit in here. Anyway, just wanted to welcome you to the dysfunctional family.
All right. Thank you, Lane.
Is there a type of weapon?
I think I got them. Not sure if those Varun.
Oh, you know what? If I'm going into a place that I have to be sneaky. The Mantis is going in incognito.
Spacers?
I'm glad I ended up at Keltcorp.
What do you want to do for the break, Ritter?
I don't know, but I gotta get out of here. It's been non-stop interruptions since this morning, and I'm not spending another break at my desk listening to...
Digipix.
One of those days, huh?
More like one of those months. You know what's...
Oh, that was easy. Just walked in, hacked the computer, and left. The Mantis strikes again. I knew that the Mantis looked like a cowboy who runs while looking to the left.
This report isn't bad, but you're going to need more supporting evidence. Imogene's a stickler for details.
Well, look who survived their first
I
assignment.
like how that guy's talking with an earshot.
Anything to report?
I know what you mean, but that's your missing piece right there.
A fair question. We may have plenty of eyes and ears out there, but I'm still going to need an answer. Not a single setback. Huh. I knew you were going to be perfect for this job. If you recall, setbacks mean a lot of things for a lot of people. Payoffs, cover stories, cleanup crews. You get my drift. The cleaner your work, the more intact your payments stay. I'm sure you understand.
Yes.
Oh, I can. Because it's exactly the kind of work I used to deliver back when I was in your shoes.
I don't give a fuck. I'm not you.
In the meantime, I'll make sure that slate is properly disposed of. So, now that we know you're capable of handling some light cyber mischief, let's try your hand at a little framing. One of our subsidiaries, Arboron, is currently competing for a contract against Laredo. Now, the buyer likes to keep their associations clean, and will be sending a representative to Laredo in Aquila City for an evaluation. We just need you to visit their office first and accidentally leave behind some incriminating evidence against their company. We want a clean and careful job. Obviously, we don't want any bad press at this point, or we could lose the deal. I don't want to hear any news about bounties or bodies coming out of Aquila City. The inspection will be similar to an audit. These things are usually pretty thorough. Filing cabinets, desks. I trust you can be smart about it. Oh, the best part is we don't even have to fabricate this information. We're just exposing what Laredo would rather keep hidden. Here's the slate we need you to plant. It holds confidential files that'll cast the perfect negative light on our friends at Laredo. Now, get going.
All right. And we leveled up. Adds a stealth meter, which is 25% more difficult to detect when sneaking. Suppressed weapons do an additional 5% sneak damage. It's Donatello. It's Illithid Donatello. It's Cthulhu Donatello.
What was the name of that?
I didn't even have to wait for the elevator. Awesome.
Hamza kept pestering me about his damn missing slate. Like security's got time to track something like that down.
Don't move, Nesha!
What the hell's this about? Yeah, picked up the Aurora you're carrying the second you step through.
All right, get up slowly and turn around. Try to run, and we open fire. So, what was the plan, Nesha? Smuggle the Aurora into Aquila City or New Atlantis?
No, I just forgot I was carrying it, is all. Honest mistake, right?
Can't we just settle this right here? I can pay the usual.
We don't make the rules. That's Administrator Bayer's job. Now, shut up and start walking.
Move it. Let's go.
His ass got arrested.
Hey, you need something?
Good to see you.
I don't know why I ran here just to do this. Welcome to Western Town.
Evening, sir.
This mudball of the planet.
I heard Mr. White's gonna be looking for an
Might want to steer clear of the stretch. Lots of crime over there.
So we had to clean up the graffiti on the range. Why don't we just close it down? It's not like it gets much use.
I need some place to put the prototypes through their paces. It stays.
But you know Stretch Trash will come back and loiter. Or worse.
Let them. A few beer bottles and graffiti is the least we owe them.
Yes, Miss Lance.
That's a shotgun. I don't need it. Ooh. Oh, I need internal mods. God damn it. I can switch this from semi-automatic to fully automatic. I can have explosive shells, slug shots.
There's not enough to do around here.
All right, let's see what this baby looks like now. What do I have to do? I have to get up there. How you doing? Does the old Skyrim trick work, or does it matter? Hi,
Need all sorts in Aquila City.
I bet. I gotta go poop. That was a quick poop. All right. Well, it looks like I'm gonna take the first rank in the stealth. I'm glad time stops while I'm doing this. Oh, that's right. I gotta plant the evidence. Woo! What a poo! Oh my! That was one stinky shit. I gotta go.
Hopefully, you're not some. Poor Mr. Crowley.
Corporate espionage. Perfect. Ooh. They put me inside the city. That's what I like. I also want to see something. Is that going up or is that not going up? $12.72.
The call of someone's power kept going out.
I don't know why these people constantly talk to me about their issues with the city. Like I've been living in different cities all over the place. Always walk around, by security guards, regular people that live there. Never once have I heard him say, yeah, this so-and-so is, he's up, he's in some trouble and whatnot. You better be careful. What the fuck? That doesn't happen in real life. Granted, I know it's a video game, but still.
I was hoping you'd show up soon. Is it done? Don't get too comfortable. Those who do usually don't last long in this field. Now, I think it's time to examine a different set of skills.
You want me to kill people? I'm all for that. Aren't I legally allowed some sort of break?
It's a decent start, but we'll see. Your next assignment is to find the security chief and use some creative thinking to obtain their security keycard. And when I say creative, I don't mean with a weapon. Either look the part and be persuasive, or be quick with your hands.
You're stifling my creativity.
No corporation wears murder well around here. We may take some extreme measures, but the less mess, the better. Now, if you need to find yourself a hobby outside of work to do that, feel free. Just don't let anyone here know about it. I'm sure you'll be able to get that keycard without incident. Just remember, if anything does happen, it's up to you to bail yourself out.
Well, you know what? It's a good thing I have that knockout gun. Just go to my ship. Retrieve my knockout gun and knock the guy out. It's non-lethal, so he'll be unconscious. See?
Welcome back.
Hey, no time to talk. I gotta get a gun. This'll do.
So you're telling me I have to take my entire load of alcohol back to New Atlantis?
That's right. Every damn crate.
All right, let's cut the crap. This is because I refuse to pay Bayou's ridiculous tariff on my goods, right?
I don't make the rules, lady. Just take your junk, load it back on your ship, and get the hell out of here.
If I don't deliver these goods, I'm going to lose thousands on this job.
Not my problem. Better get moving.
Something happened. He got knocked out. Tark, what the fuck? Can I not steal from him? Like, do I need this? Really? Unlocks the ability to pickpocket? Just take his shit.
This area is for loading and unloading only. Keep moving.
Uh-huh. Was it Ghost using the punching bag? What the? I can't believe I have to unlock the ability to pickpocket. All right, I'm not waiting for that. That's fucking dumb. I'm sorry. That's just really dumb. Is that Cal Kestis in the foreground? He's wearing a trash bag poncho.
I heard the shortage.
I don't care what you heard, security officer.
So you're telling
I
me
used
I
to
have
be
to
an
take
actuary.
my
I got my
entire
eye on
load of
you.
alcohol back to New Atlantis?
You sure you belong here?
That's right. Every damn
Don't
crate.
even think about trying anything.
All right.
You lost? Because you don't look like you belong
Because
here.
I refuse to pay Bayou's ridiculous
No
tariff on my
loitering.
goods, right?
Now move it. I got my eye on you.
Just take your your junk, load it back on your shit.
You lost? Because you don't look like you belong here.
Deliver these goods, I'm going to lose thousands on this job.
Not my problem. Better get moving.
Harvested organs. You think they'll hear the shotgun? I don't know what happened there. Homeboy just died. I can't believe you have to unlock the ability to pickpocket. That's just dumb. That's a genuine gripe I have with this right now. I don't know why I couldn't loot his body when he was unconscious. Instead it was like, hey, try to talk to him. He's unconscious!
I heard you'd exercise that creative license, only not the way I'd hoped. Got that key card for me? Now we're talking. Not bad for a novice. Well, except for your little incident, that'll cost you. Incidents aside, I think you're ready to kick things up a notch.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Timing couldn't be better.
Oh no, I only got $2,200. Oh.
Good. It's time for a change of pace. This next assignment requires a bit more discretion for two reasons. First, you'll be dealing with high-level executives, and second, you'll be in the Astra Lounge here in Neon. I thought that might spark interest. Our techs failed to uncover a potential deal between Infinity Ltd. And Quantum Synergies. Your job is to make sure that deal fails.
Uh-huh.
Infinity Ltd. Is one of our aspiring competitors. They have products in several similar fields, ships and neuroamps being the exception. Quantum Synergies specializes in ship operating software. We don't consider them a major competitor since their product line is so narrow. If the two are meeting to work out a contract, that tells us Infinity must be looking to get into the ship business. And we'd like to delay that, if we can. It's already been taken care of. All you need to worry about is the job at hand. You'll be speaking with Quantum Synergy's Executive Director, Zola Adisa, and their Financial Manager, Arthur Cruz. I'll be giving you a dossier on both. I strongly suggest you read them for talking points. Exactly. Those lines are most likely to sway Zola and Arthur away from Infinity, not to mention give them a gentle nudge in our direction. The Infinity Ltd. rep is Nina Hart. I'll also be giving you an altered version of her presentation to swap out with the original. We've changed several figures, just enough to cause sufficient confusion throughout their meeting. Exactly. And that incompetence will be enough for them to further question this deal. Finally, I recommend dressing appropriately, so I've taken the liberty of having a suit made for you. We need absolute discretion on this one. I don't want any SSNN broadcasts about murder in the Astral Lounge. Got it? If you think you can do better, you're welcome to it. I suppose I can even provide you with a small allowance. Just keep in mind, business attire is preferred. Club attire would be second to help blend in. I bet you are. Just remember to keep a low profile. Don't let the Astral Lounge distract you too much.
I'm keeping the cowboy hat on. He's a self-made man. Charismatic and friendly, enjoys talking to people. Stickler for facts and details. Driven by credits and how it increases his accounts. Financial security is everything. Talking points. Infinity profits are fabricated. One audit would ruin them. 25.7% higher, produce higher quality product. All right, Zola. Narcissist, obsessed with public perception. Drawn toward innovation, enjoys being part of something new. Long dislike to be associated with anything else. Yeah. Oh, God. Oh, God, I hate being sick. It's the absolute worst. We gotta go talk to some assholes. Oh. Just bunny hopping our way through the spaceport.
You're in the Vanguard, right?
What the fuck?
Having fun?
Someone came dressed to impress. Here on business, or just out to escape? Ah, same here. Nothing like a business trip paid in full. Especially when there's good downtime. That would be Infinity Ltd. Risky, you say? By all means, enlighten me. Cheap is a word quantum synergy should never be associated with. I believed our team had thoroughly researched Infinity. But your comment gives me pause. Their instability was cited as a pain point, but one we could deal with as long as we maintained control of all joint projects. However, upheaval always comes with its own series of issues, delays, morale, public perception, and Drexler has yet to prove he can provide the consistency that I would prefer. Perhaps it really is more than I'm willing to undertake. A surprising conversation, and one I would never expect from someone such as yourself. I suppose the old saying, never judge a book by its cover.
That's right, Zola.
Appropriate here. It seems I have quite a bit to reconsider now. So it looks like the pleasure aspect of my trip needs to be postponed. Thank you for the insight.
All these years, and Bayou hasn't let this place slip a single notch. The man knows how to run a business. Ain't that the truth? And especially so for business meetings. You want to impress a client? The Astro Lounge is the place to do it. Tell me, you don't happen to work for Infinity Ltd., do you? Got something against Infinity, I take it. I'd love to hear your reasons why. That's an awfully big claim to make. You'd have to have some inside details on their operation. However, it does match some of my own research that I've been conducting into their finances.
Oh, really?
Aren't you the resourceful one? That number tracks with the insider details I've been getting. Interesting. Look, it was nice meeting you, and I quite enjoyed our little talk. But it sounds like I need to take another look at some data before I head into this presentation of theirs. See you around, and maybe next time I'll be doing business with you.
So it pays to actually read the dossier, because that was so much easier. Excuse me.
Catherine Luzion keeps demanding we look into her husband's murder. Murder. Yeah, right. Hysterical little broad.
All right. Let's see what we can do here. I could do that one there. Oops. Time to go. Oh yeah, got a boogie, got a moonwalk out of here. Alright, we gotta go. Corporate espionage is pretty fun. With just, it has just a dash of murder. Because I had to learn the skill of pickpocketing. You may question why I always quick save. This game has a tendency to just sometimes. Hasn't happened in a while, Sometimes it just stops.
Just the person I wanted to see. Well, that wasn't too bad, was it? Interaction is part of the gig. Sure, it's not for everyone, but just think about it this way. You're the one running the show out there. Use the information we provide, and chances are high they'll never have a clue. Overall, not bad for your first high-profile assignment. You even earned yourself a bonus, which Lyndon was more than happy to give.
Excellent.
Don't tell me you forgot already. Our financial guru? They're brilliant with numbers. Also, if you ever want an honest opinion about anything, just ask them. They're honest to a fault, and often give their opinion on something whether you want it or not. Only as common as the flawless assignments you pull off. No one wants to clean up a mess. It takes a toll on several departments, which is why we like to promote a clean assignment. It's well deserved. Just keep making me look good, and there'll be more where that came from. But no rest for the weary at Ryujin. We've got a decent backlog of assignments, and they just keep coming, so I hope you're still good to go.
Oh my god.
At least this next one will be a break from all the chatter.
But I like socializing with people.
Your next assignment is to remind the competitor of their place in the corporate food chain. Some call it retaliation, but we like to think of it as tough love. Exactly. A very valuable lesson that they will hopefully learn from. Most corporations live and die by public perception. Trusted products lead to a good reputation, which leads to profits. And, like it or not, we're all here for the profits. Your assignment is to plant an ARC device. The ARC will allow us to frame our competitor for gross negligence and tank the public's perception.
Let's make the competition pay.
You're not wrong. Believe me, we don't take these assignments lightly. They're also one of few that Masako herself needs to sign off on, and only our most trusted operatives receive them. You just need to plant the ARC.
I'm the most trusted. I literally started
will handle the
an
rest,
hour and a half
they're
ago.
Instructed to avoid as much harm as possible.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. What am I doing? I can do this.
Welcome to Freestar Space. We're gonna do a quick scan for contraband, and you could be on your way. Scan complete. You're clear to land.
Hope Town. We're heading to Hope Town. Gravity's a little lighter here.
You, look at you! I can hardly believe it.
It's great to see you.
Excuse me. A little task right here.
That's nice. I don't care. I'm going to Hopetown. Like how the metal detector went off and I just ran past it. Like, yep.
I don't want to hear any complaints.
This is the shit house. I don't need the shit house. Hey, how you doing?
On your valuables. If you can't protect your own, you don't belong here.
Just let anybody come in here, huh? Do I have to get in the ship, the planet, or just on top of it? I gotta get inside it. Hi there. See, that looks like a way in.
Warning. IM program. This is an active industrial site. It would be advisable to wear a hard hat.
Thanks, Robot.
Please would be advisable to vacate this area.
Here we go. Time to get the fuck out of here. Fast travel. And nobody questioned anything. Just some random guy. I'm just coming in here. Yep.
Keep it moving.
Nobody was like, hey, wait a minute. Just Yeah, that cowboy, he's supposed to be here. He's part of the team. Part of the Space Cowboys.
What is it?
Hey there. Got an update for me?
Yeah, it's installed.
Good work. Now I can let Masako know how much she'll enjoy watching the news tonight. Now, on to the next, right? Oh, but before I forget, the results of your Astral Lounge escapades are in. I'm happy to say that the deal was officially called off. Masako was very pleased with the outcome, so she arranged the bonus through Linden. Apparently, you said all the right things when it came to Arthur. Quantum Synergies actually reached out to us to negotiate the potential deal.
How about that?
I wouldn't hold your breath on that one. Several other parties will be involved in that deal on a more legitimate level. And believe me, bonuses like this for operatives are few and far between. My sources tell me it was a train wreck. Once her numbers didn't match up, Arthur was all over her with questions. It didn't take long for her to break composure, and that's when she lost Zola. So you could say that presentation went perfectly, as far as we're concerned. Hence the bonus.
All right.
You earned it. So, back to business. In order to stay on top of the market, we have to know what our competition is doing. The next assignment requires a more brute force approach, since the chances of them sharing that information is unlikely.
And sabotage the company for stealing with us. This is classic hypocrisy.
Correction. You are going to steal from them. Don't forget, if you get caught, Ryujin will deny all knowledge.
Yeah. Just give me the details.
Good. Luckily, there aren't many, besides the usual. Your target is a prototype schematic for a new engine that Trident Luxury Lines is working on. According to the rumors, it's projected to be 17% more efficient than any engine on the market. The current schematic was sent to their star yard to begin prototyping, so they could be in the office area or the factory floor. The Trident Star Yard orbits Aquila in the Cheyenne system, so you'll still be in Freestar space. I feel bad for whoever gets to inform the executives about the theft of something so valuable. Just remember to keep things clean. The results are more satisfying that way.
Yeah. Why am I doing this? I can't constantly do this. Fast travel is just so much easier.
This is Freestar Collective Space. Hold while we scan your ship. Scan complete. Go ahead and land.
Don't tell me what to do.
You don't appear to have an appointment, but we welcome walk-ins. Dock, and let's see how Trident Luxury Lines can help you.
All right. I love this little camera. It's so cool. Ooh.
Everything okay?
Everything's peachy. That's not good.
No offense, but you belong here.
Yeah, I do. Shut the fuck up. Ooh.
I've been working on that new headline, Mr. Corbin. I think I finally got it.
One sec. Hi, baby. Let's talk to the boy. Alright, I'm back. Oh. Anyway, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. So it's gotta be these two.
3-star security. Stop right now.
Hold it right there. You're in all kinds of trouble.
What? How'd they even know? Oh, fuck. How far back is this quick save putting me? Oh, it's right here. But seriously, how did they even know? God damn it. I haven't done anything wrong yet.
Have you heard how much the new model is going to cost? How can people afford these things?
Sometimes it just makes me sick. We've been scraping to save for my daughter's college. Hell, the down payment would be enough for me to
Ooh,
send my
can I get in through the vent?
for life.
Instead, smile. Just always smile.
Maybe if I save up for 1,000,000 years, I'll be able to afford a trident.
Yeah, I know, right? How do we get into the ventilation system?
If you need something, speak with Philly or G.
Behave yourself.
Your way. Up.
Take it easy.
Working on that new headline, Mr. Corbin. I think I finally got it.
There we go. Oh, this kind of sucks. I like having these, but now I'm only going to have one. Oh. Has beat a couple of heat leashes to death.
I've sent the files over to you, Miss Coffin. I recommend you review them as soon as possible.
Not now. Can't you see I'm trying to revolutionize the future of space travel?
I understand that, but this is very important budgetary information.
Yep, your vents check out. I gotta go. Everything's shipshape.
This is Freestar Space. Please hold your current speed and heading while we scan you for contraband. And that's it. Enjoy Neon.
All the sneaking around.
Clover over at Keltcom. She's too good for Neon. Sounds like she's trying to help someone or something.
Oh, that's right. I forgot I had that backpack on.
Just the person I wanted to see. You got that schematic?
You got my pay?
And we aim to keep it that way. I need to deliver this to Vina so she can start the reverse engineering process, but first, Ulara wants to see you. I've upgraded your security level so you can access the executive floor, where her office is. Tell her assistant Maeve you have an appointment. I won't be far behind, in case you get lost.
Sweet. To the executive.
I'm a little busy right now.
I don't really care. I'm not trying to talk to you.
I think that was the single most stressful.
Can I help you? Name an appointment. That's neither your name or appointment. If you're expected, I need that information before allowing you in. So again, name and appointment.
He's with me, Maeve. We have an appointment with Ularu. She should be expecting us.
Thank you, Imogene. I'll mark you down as confirmed. Ularu's in a meeting with Genevieve, but they should be done any minute now if you want to wait right here.
Thanks, Maeve.
Well, sooner than I thought. Looks like Ularu's ready now.
Don't
You
wander
know,
into any
if they aren't
restricted areas.
willing, that leaves us with only one option.
God, Ularu, is that always your response? I don't want another PR mess on my hands.
Yes, Viv, because you're too good at your job. Now, we can talk details later. My next appointment's here.
Fine.
Do I have one of those?
News to Alexis at our next meeting.
Good. You're finally here. The one I've been hearing so much about.
I just started 2 hours
I'm
ago.
Ularu Chen, head of operations here at Ryujin. So tell me, what do you think of your new job so far? In that case, it sounds like our initial impression of you is turning out to be quite accurate. Now, my dear Jeannie here says you've been through the basics of what we do and pulled off success every time.
5 successful standard assignments and 1 specialized.
Oh, a few incidents here and there, but nothing we can't handle.
One incident.
Right?
Security
I
guy
happen
had to
have
die.
a personal assignment that I'd like to send you on. One that involves meeting up with an outside contact. Jeannie seems to think you're more than capable of handling it.
He's the best operative I've ever hired.
Let's not forget the only operative you've ever hired. Meeting with outside contacts isn't always as straightforward as your past assignments. Some can be fickle or demanding, so you'll need to decide how to handle them and what decisions to make on the fly. That's exactly the type of operative I want. Someone who doesn't take no for an answer. Your contact is Simon Rychek. He claims to have information on a new project that Infinity Ltd is working on. He said it's a game changer that Ryujin would be especially interested in. So his asking price is the big thing to consider. Finance will reimburse up to 1,000 credits. So if you have negotiation skills, use them. Simon's been working with us for years, so he'll pose no threat to you. He's paranoid, which is why I assume he's never been caught. But his information is typically worth it. Now, in order to confirm your identity, Simon prefers code phrases. I'll let Jeannie give you the details on this one because the concept is just beneath me.
Simon is into sports, so he enjoys any opportunity to talk about them. At some point, he'll casually say, "Looks like the Galactic Raiders are the #1 pick for the Universal Championship this year." You get to respond with, "Razor Derby is the only real sport." Got it?
Yeah, okay. Stupid, but whatever.
Exactly.
Just get what we need. You'll find him above the Lux condos in Sidonia's Plaza.
You spoke very highly of this one, Jeannie. Let's hope he doesn't make a liar out of you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some things to take care of.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
Am I a baddie?
Don't cause any trouble.
I think I am a bad guy. That's okay. I've already done some terrible things. Back to Mars. For 2 weeks. Ooh. There we go. We're fine. I got out of the ship with just this the jetpack on. No status effects. All right, I'm good. The Mantis has arrived on Mars.
The miners pretty much run the lower levels here.
I know I sound like a commercial right now, but I've been to other stores.
I need to find a real bar. You lost? Or just come to ask an out-of-work miner how his day's going? Only good thing worth talking about these days is sports. Speaking of, looks like the Galactic Raiders are the #1 pick for the Universal Championship this year. You're damn right it is. I heard they were sending someone new. Nice to see you made it. I have information on a deal being proposed between Infinity Ltd and Deimos Stockyards. It's my belief that your employers would be highly interested in the details. So I'm upping my price. It's steep, yes. But that is why I'm also offering a little side job if you can't pay up.
10,000 credits.
Glad you see reason. As you may guess, being an informant is not without its risks. I've heard there's a merc in Saturn's orbit who'd like to cross my name off her list. Melai Liskova. If you take her out and bring me her gun as proof, I'll consider my fee to be waived. You're doing me a tremendous favor. Just know she won't go down easily, so be prepared. Malai's ship is called the Datura, and like I said, you can find her in orbit around Saturn. Just remember to bring the gun back as proof.
Alright. Let's go hunt us down a motherfucker. Do you think they have a colony on Titan?
This is UC Security. Prepare to be scanned for contraband. Scan complete. You're cleared to land at New Homestead.
That's about enough. Still, that's more like it. So, tell me what you're doing here. I'll decide whether or not to strip you for salvage. I'm looking for a lot of people, and none of them are any business of yours. Oh yeah? From what? You're the only thing around here that looks like a threat to me. So, give me one good reason why I shouldn't feed you to the void. Simon will never stop. The man will hold a grudge until his dying breath.
Huh.
Yeah, right. You know I'd never... Oh. I get it. All right. You can have Ember. But you'll have to come aboard to get her. You have my word, you won't be harmed. For whatever that's worth.
Alright, ship to ship docking. The Mantis.
Hello.
Anything I can do for you?
You guys just stay here. Hello.
I'm impressed. Simon managed to find someone with guts to come after me. I suppose it shouldn't surprise me that he wants Ember as proof of this. He knows I'd never part with her. Ah, the first time Ember and I met, She was pointed right at me. And then backfired on the gloating bastard who thought he'd won. Ugh, she saved my life more times than I care to remember. In my line of work, we're always in and out of the fire, if you know what I mean. We were a thing for a while, until the coward sold me out.
Oh.
I'm sure he regrets it, considering I survived the attempt on my life. And now, I live to blackmail him and make his life a living hell. So if Simon told you I wanted him dead, it's a lie. I want him very much alive. And suffering. Oh, will you? You really think I'd let you just waltz onto my ship and I'd hand her over? If you knew anything about me, you'd know honesty isn't my strong suit. The only truth here is that I've intended to kill you since the moment you set foot on my ship. Your ship, of course. I'd hate to risk damaging something I could easily sell. Plus, this way I can simply climb aboard to see if there's anything of value, rather than have to sift through debris.
I am the
access cards
mantis.
I need, I can just take off your dead body. I'm pretty sure I've already made up my mind. I suppose you have a point. I already have enough targets on me as it is. You only think you have the upper hand. Besides, I'd start questioning your judgment if I were you. That's why you're in this situation. Easy. Maybe this doesn't have to get ugly. Okay. Fine. You've compelled me to hold up my end of the deal after all. You get Ember, I'll disappear. Besides, I like to think of this as just a temporary arrangement. She's always found her way back to me before. Why should this time be any different?
Exactly. See?
Oh, don't worry. I see this as some well-needed, dare I say, deserved time off. I'm looking forward to the fresh start. I guess Simon chose wisely. For once. Now get off my ship. I've got an identity to arrange and a vacation to plan.
Alright, there you go. I was all ready just to blast her. You can't fuck with the mantis. Ballistic weapons do more damage with the ballistic skill. Ooh. Hey now, you're going a mile a minute there. Is it weird that there's like no communication to go from the surface into an airlock and then into the city?
Always nice to kick back in the broken sphere after a long day.
Actually. Ah, that's a sweet paint job on it, I'm not gonna lie.
Look who survived the devil herself. Well, either that or you decided to pay up. Wait a minute. You spoke to that lie-weaving terrormorph? You should have just outright killed her. Cool those thrusters. She's lying, I swear. We have a history. A long one. Love, hate, betrayal. It's all in there. I screwed her over one too many times, and she's been out for blood ever since. Blackmail? Ew, I wish. That'd be the least of my worries. I may have given her name to the UC at one point, but believe me, once I escaped, I wiped all the data they had on her. Only, it was too late. They sent a unit after her. She and her sister escaped, but... her brother wasn't so lucky. But before you go feeling sorry for him, don't. There are ecliptic mercs, House Varun zealots. Ram made them look like saints. Did I ever? These days I take great care when it comes to making enemies. If I'm going to piss someone off, it's with good reason. So, back to business. You got the gun? I haven't given it much thought. The truth is, I never thought I'd see it. The only thing I know for sure is that I'm sure as hell not going to use it. Just allow an old man a moment. It's strange. I always imagined I'd be happy knowing she's gone. Perhaps I've been running so long now that it will just take time for the relief to set in. You know, why don't you keep that gun of hers? I think it's time I left the past behind. Let's hope you're right. Now, back to business. The information I have is on a deal for something called Project Dominion. I'm giving you 2 slates. They contain surveillance and interaction data for Stanley McMillan, the Infinity rep, that I obtained myself. I'm also giving you a 3rd slate because you're going to need to download the files on Project Dominion off his computer yourself. Best guess is it has something to do with Infinity getting into the neuroamp business. Stanley McMillan seemed to think Ryujin would be the one company threatened by this news. So their entry must involve something big. Getting information is what you people do. I'm just a lowly, yet very well paid informant. Here to point you in the right direction.
This little bitch.
Nice doing business with you.
The Mantis appreciates it.
What the hell are you doing in this dump of a city anyway? You draw the short stick at work or what? Infinity sent me to get Deimos to bite on a deal. You gotta catch Project Dominion. Sounds like world domination to me, buddy. I'd buy into that in a heartbeat. Right? I'm telling you, this Project Dominion is the real deal. We ought to be selling this to Inception or Quantum. Hell, you should be in the Astro Lounge making Ryujin Industries beg for that tech. Ha! That'd be the greatest irony of them all, but not this, baby. Dominion is finally gonna put Infinity first. We'll beat Ryujin at their own game.
I don't know why, but this music that's playing right now reminds me of Final Fantasy VII. I'm just looking at all these. Wonder how many days pass between jumping between systems like this. That's right, cowboy here. My jetpack. I like how they give their operatives one or 2 digit picks.
Well, that took longer than expected. I hope whatever information Simon had was worth it. You've got a little spark in you. I like it. Now, let's see if what Mr. Rychek found was worth all the fuss. Give me a moment to run a decryption. Let's see. Got the key, deciphering, and done. Well, well, well. Looks like our friend Simon wasn't joking. This is a sales initiative for Project Dominion. It's not an Infinity Ltd design. It's one of ours. They didn't even bother to scrub the name, meaning someone never thought they'd get caught. Come with me. Masako needs to hear about this.
I've got my eye on you.
Oh, you're lucky.
Don't cause any trouble.
Hello.
Hey,
Ularu? What is this about? Who is this?
The Mantis.
This is our latest junior operative. I sent him on an assignment to rendezvous with an informant.
I was
But
hired
here's the
2.5
real
hours
news.
ago.
Infinity Ltd has gotten their hands on Project Dominion.
Impossible.
Not only that, they're trying to sell it under their own name.
Of course they are. We need fines to investigate this immediately. Since you found this information, I am trusting you to help investigate. You see, Project Dominion is confidential. It requires a high security clearance to even know it exists. If Infinity Ltd has obtained any information on it, that means we have a very well-connected mole within our corporation. Because you exposed this information, I have little reason to suspect you. That won't mean you'll be exempt from investigation, of course. I want you to go see Dalton Fines, our chief security officer. I'll send him the details. You've brought an enormous security violation to our attention, so I trust your help in any way possible. And thank you. Some operatives may have seized this as an opportunity for extortion. It's good to know your loyalty lies with us.
And man, I'm just looking to get paid. Ooh, and paid did I ever.
Ryujin CEO is not...
Hey, buddy.
Good. You're here. So, thanks to your work in Sidonia, I'm told someone here has leaked information on Project Dominion to our adversaries at Infinity Ltd. A mole within the company means a failing in my department.
We're initiating Security Directive Theta, which means a full sweep of every employee in this building, Masako and myself included.
Directive Theta allows for a third party to conduct the sweep. This way, the results can be objective.
Actually, sounds pretty good.
We certainly are.
Directive Theta has one unique case, and that's Ularu Chen. The directive calls for a specialized programmer known as Nix to investigate her, but he'll need your assistance for an unusual assignment.
Okay.
Ularu has the ability to thwart any investigation, so it's imperative she knows nothing about this directive. Her knowledge and talents are why she's the chief of operations. So she is the best equipped to evade detection. We don't deal in trust here. Think more in terms of mutual benefit and leverage. And in this case, it's mutual benefit. Nix will be giving you a program to run on Ularu's computer that will pull any data needed to prove her guilty or innocent. Your job is to infiltrate Ryujin Tower as an anonymous outsider in order to run this program completely off the books. This means your keycard will be turned off, and the security guards in the building will consider you to be trespassing. We employ over 100 members of our security team who rotate floors and shifts. It's possible you'd be recognized, but even so, my orders will be strict. Authorized security personnel only. And you certainly won't qualify, making you an immediate suspect. If you get caught, the guards will follow standard procedure and lock you up in a cell for questioning. Provided you don't provoke them. And I strongly advise against provoking them. These are your fellow employees. We want this to go as smoothly as possible.
Yeah, that's great, but I'll fucking kill him.
If that's a joke, it isn't funny. We're trusting you to get this job done as discreetly as possible. In the meantime, I'll ensure all non-essential employees, Ularu included, have left the building, claiming routine security maintenance. During that time, I'll be unlocking access to the tower's ventilation system, which you can utilize to help avoid detection. I'm also issuing you a disruptor, which should help in avoiding casualties should a worst-case scenario turn up. Ularu doesn't know about Directive Theta. But she'll fully expect a building closure while we investigate.
Ah!
As far as she knows, it's standard procedure. One that she no doubt has already made accommodations for. This is why we're bringing in a third party. She won't be expecting to go up against Neon's best. And it's also why secrecy is of utmost importance. Not even our own security detail can know, in case the information leaks. Good. No one can know about this, not even our own guards. So stealth will be of utmost importance. You'll meet Nix at Madame Sauvage's place. He knows Directive Theta has been enacted.
Oh, I got a better one. One that does 300 EM. So, yeah, I'll be going to my ship. Pretty sure it does 300 EM.
Yeah, what's up?
Nothing, Oh yeah, it does. Come and get this bad boy. I got dinner here. Just wanna... Let's get this mission done as quickly as possible. Haven't had a whole lot of combat. Unless you count shooting the security chief in the head. Well, it's not my fault he wouldn't try to talk to me.
Keep moving. The scanners won't hurt you.
Oh.
Stay safe, buddy.
Madame Sauvages. Nice.
Look, I ain't gonna stand around here all day.
You got an appointment? Because if not, consider this area reserved.
Shut the fuck up.
You think this stuff falls from the sky?
Look, I've bought Aurora on the street.
Oh yeah, Dalton's little errand runner. I've written up a program just for the occasion, but as Ryujin knows, it's yours for either a price or a favor.
Oh my.
And should he? Nothing's for free, you know. Cost is a given. Oh, I'm pretty... I hear you. I'm still willing to talk. If you don't like it, find someone else to deal with. Now pay up. A pleasure.
Fine, here's 2,500 credits. It's not gonna hurt
Your
my
job
bank
is
account.
simple. Just run this little beauty on Ularu Chen's computer, and the program will take care of the rest. Once you're done, bring the slate back to me at my place. Whatever encryption Ularu has is bound to take some real work. More than my little setup here can handle. It's nice to see you know more than just sneaking around and talking a good game. Here's the slate. I'll be waiting.
Alright. Let's sneak in, shall we? We've got a computer to hack and stuff to steal. Maybe some guards to knock out. How about that? Okay, well, that shit's out of order. Ah. Ooh. I didn't know you could do that. Oh, it is pretty dark.
Don't be. Couldn't have gone far. Light him up!
Let's try that again, since somehow he had eyes in the back of his head.
What are you doing? Stop immediately! Got him. Suspect found.
What the fuck? How do we get sneak damage and he still doesn't go down in one hit? Oh, forced stealth. And I don't have like a stealth boy or anything, so that kind of sucks. Wait, am I wearing... I forgot that backpack. Actually, like, weighs X amount and gives you away. Oh, look at that. Hell yeah. Looks like this is the cafeteria. Also, like how nobody cares that the lights are out. Super sneaky. We are super sneaky. We just need to get into the office. Jesus Christ.
Chances are pretty low. Have your doc at Reliant Medical take a look. You always wearing sunscreen?
Let's just let me back here. Ooh, I wonder, is there a power thing here? I can see his shadow. Turn around and go the other way. Let's see if I can't turn off the lights. I don't think that's a power panel, but I have to know. Peekaboo. I see you. Yes, yes. Check off the clipboard. There's nothing I can interact with, so it's not. I may have found my escape out, though. How did he not see me? How did he not see me?
You're making things harder for yourself. You're not authorized to be here. I'm holding you for trespassing. Nice try, but the bill... Yeah, I remember now. You don't know what you're... Look, I'd like to help, but... Why don't you just hold on? Enough talk!
Nope. And just like that, we're back. I am not going through all that shit again. Ah, motherfucker, I'm back here.
stop in the name of the law? Region security. No sudden moves. Nice try, but the building is off limits. I'm glad you understand the I haven't agreed
What?
to anything. This isn't getting us anywhere.
Are you fucking kidding me? You can kiss the fattest part of my ass. Who is this security guard? She's like fucking super cop. I just sprinted past. Really?
Probably end up swimming with a chasm bass. Plus, I already checked and it's locked.
Oh, yes. Oh, it's advanced, huh? It's fine. I'll hack this piece of shit. The funny thing is that sometimes it's easier to hack the one below than it is to do the one that you're on. I'm going to assume that that one there is correct. I think that one's a red herring. Okay, cool. The auto slot's not working. So I just wasted 2. Yep, that's cool. I'm not wasting my auto slots. I'm sorry. This may be save scumming, but fuck that. Auto slot's not working for whatever reason.
You're crazy. Probably end up swimming with a chasm bass. Plus, I already checked and it's locked.
Hey. Ah! I see you. I see you. Go the other way. All right. Got ourselves a master lock. I've done a few of these. Oh, that was not going to work. That's not going to work. Hmm. Hmm. That looks fitting. That must be from Simon. Huh. So he was fired for good reason. All right, now we gotta get the fuck out of here. Are you telling me I could have come to the top of this? Oh my god, if I would have been able to get up here. Fuck. Okay, well now we gotta get down. I know just how to get down. God, I hate being sick. Ain't never gonna know I took this. Just stole somebody's lunch. You're gonna come back and be like, hey. Out of the way, citizen. Mantis has work to do.
It's messed up when a guy like me is better off than those people carving chasm or working a desk job. So, you made it. Guess Ryujin's security really is slipping. No one will ever take down Ryujin. It's a credit cache for Bayou. If anyone wanted to take down Ryujin, it'd take more money than anyone's willing to pay. Otherwise, Bayou would never allow it. Now, I'll take that program back that I gave you, and let's give the data a look.
Ooh, yes. Yes. I'm getting that my next level.
The program I gave you to run on Ularu's computer basically opens an all-access backdoor for me. I can see everything and anything. So, let's take a look. Ularu has some impressive encryption on her files. Not that I can't crack it, of course. Circumventing protections, running decryption. This should just take a moment now. Damn, I'm good. That went faster than I thought. I'm saving several files to a slate for Dalton, including access history and anything related to Project Dominion. Adding in new encryption for him as well, so he's the only one that can view these. And done. You're all set.
Alright, thanks, buddy.
Interesting stuff. Good thing I'm well paid. I've got the new encrypted slate. Let me tell you, it looks like fun times ahead for Ryujin. Technically, I'm not supposed to look, but it's kind of hard to not see what's going on while running all my software. Since you came through on your end, let's just say that slate isn't going to paint the best picture for Ms. Imogene Salzo. But bear in mind, you're dealing with some pretty talented people when it comes to falsifying information. I can be sure because I know my business. But like anything, evidence alone can't tell the full story. The rest is up to you and Dalton to piece together. And don't be too sure about that. Imogene was practically raised in the corporate underworld. I'd almost guarantee there's intent behind everything she does. Here's the slate. As usual, always a pleasure doing business with Ryujin.
Frank Rennick's all in a twist because his robot got vandalized. We had a good laugh about it back at the station.
See what I mean? Maybe because they know I'm part of, like, some sort of officer force. So it's just like, oh, hey, I can talk to this guy about this kind of stuff.
I assume you were successful. I didn't get any incident reports last night, so I applaud your work. I expected as much. Now, let's see what we have here.
I don't waiting around.
I didn't think it was possible. But someone's been accessing Ularu's files remotely. It's quite a complicated trace, too. I'm impressed Nix was able to track all of this. Damn. And there's our culprit. Imogene Salzo, Senior Operations Specialist, and one of the few I had in mind for who could pull this off. Well, the motive could be anything. Credits, grudges, even boredom.
Boredom?
Either that, or she's highly displeased with someone at the company. Well, before we make any harsh decisions, I'll need to question her myself. I want you to head to her office and escort her here. We have to make sure she doesn't try anything before I have a chance to speak with her. If she runs, the guilt will be apparent. And you'll have no choice but to dispose of her. As much as I'd like you to subdue her and bring her in, Imogene would never allow it. She knows what fate lies ahead for those who betray this corporation and get caught. Good. When you're dealing with corporate workers, discerning the truth from the lies is the hardest part.
Don't wander into any restricted area.
Which kind of makes me think that maybe she's getting set up. Either that or somebody's got like something close to her, like family or something.
Try not to harass my techs too much. They have work to do. Let me guess. Looking for Imogene? I'm sure you can tell by now. She isn't here. Which is a shame, since I have several documents I need her to sign off on. She's always been the master of avoiding desk work. She hasn't stepped into the office since the maintenance closure. Probably abusing her paid time off again. I know for a fact she doesn't have any external meetings or business trips.
Well done. This should be enough to get me back in the field by next week.
Glad to hear it.
There are work skills and there are life skills. I can't help it if I have both. I'm not even sure that's any business of yours, but I do enjoy keeping close tabs on my counterpart. Dare I ask why you need to know? Yeah, no thanks. Getting information out of Dalton is like talking to a wall. Besides, speculation is far more fun. I have Imogene's last location at Frankie's Grab and Go, which we all know is a front for the Sioka Syndicate. You'll want to get executive sign-off if you plan on chasing after her. I'd say Dalton is your best bet.
I don't need anyone's sign-off.
Yeah, because bosses love it when you go around them. Have fun with that. Good luck finding Imogene. Oh, and if you do catch up with her, be sure to let her know I had everything to do with it.
Alright, I'll go talk to Dalton.
Keep out of my way, and I'll keep out of yours.
Why do I keep ending up in the bathroom? Somebody knocked down the fire extinguisher. And it wasn't me.
Keep out of my way and I'll keep out of yours.
I've got my eye on you.
Shut the fuck up. Where the fuck's the elevator?
Next assignment quick. The Razor Ball tournament starts tonight.
Don't wander into any restricted areas.
Don't cause any trouble.
That's the conference room.
I thought Imogen was supposed to be in today.
We do everything by the book.
No Imogene, I see. Could she really be onto us already? A good question. But with her abilities and connections, the possibilities are too many to speculate on right now. We need to find her first, and address that issue afterward. Of course, Yuko would know. If Imogene's with the Syndicate, I can't just send you after her. You'll need to speak with Benjamin Bayou. We have to make sure he's aware of the situation. If we're lucky, he may even help us get to Imogene. Bayou owns the Sioka Syndicate. For you to walk in there without discussing it with him first could be seen as a violation of our business relationship. Good, because without it, this adds a complexity that we do not have time for. Head over to the trade tower and be discreet. Let Bayou know that you're there on Ryujin's behalf. He may ask for credits or even a favor. Just give him what he wants. It shouldn't be for anything unfamiliar. Bayou is a businessman. Any favor he may request wouldn't be far off from the assignments you've already completed here. The sooner, the better. We don't want to give a clever mind like hers any more room than we have to. Just be sure to bring her back here in one piece. If she's truly the mole, she'll have a lot to answer to. If she resists or tries to run, we have no choice but to take it as an admission of guilt. I'm afraid you'll have to dispose of her. The risk of Imogene continuing to operate as a traitor is too high. If we don't dispose of her now, she could cause a great deal of harm to this company. She knows the consequences of betraying Ryujin, which makes her dangerous. If the situation does take a turn for the worst, I only ask that you perform a thorough search for any evidence she may have in her possession. I trust you won't let your past relationship cloud your judgment.
Yeah, I'll be fine. Alright, I'm actually going to stop here because I have to go eat. So,